And we're back again with another video. Out of all 7 continents that we have, Africa is the largest continent in the world, and it is also rich in history, which make this continent as a perfect place for discovery of different unknown things in this world. With its wide scope of land, you will surely be shocked to know the things that expert has been discovered in this continent. So from the oldest book of Bible up to the mystery temple in Egypt, here are the 10 unusual discoveries in Africa. So without further ado, let's start! Number 10. Oldest Book of Bible. Did you know that Africa is not a Christian country? But still they managed to find the oldest illustration and copy of the Bible in the country of Ethiopia. These people currently have the oldest form of the Bible that they called Karima Gospel, which according to experts is the only oldest book that has a decent copy from the original Bible. There are several copies of Bible aside from the original, but it is still undiscovered up to this day. Many experts believe that they are already destroyed, so finding Karima Gospel is a huge step in preserving the words of God in the Bible. Oops! Before we proceed, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the bell button for you to be updated in our latest videos. Number 9. 2 million year old skeleton. Many people want to get fish, rocks, or other things that you may see in the river. But did you know that in one river bank in Turkana, Kenya, they found a skeleton that is thought to live about 2 million years ago, though it is actually a huge discovery itself. But what shocks the experts more is that the condition of a skeletal is excellent. It's like it has been preserved. But even though it has been preserved, the expert cannot perform any further investigation on whether it is a girl or a boy, since this skeletal is so young. Number 8. 35 Ancient Pyramids. Pyramids are one of the most notable infrastructure in our planet, where even experts are fascinated about the history and the story that each pyramid has. But did you know that experts have found not 1, not 10, but 35 small pyramids in the country of Sudan? These pyramids are close to each other, where it was estimated to have a gap that is equivalent to 1 1/2 of a basketball court, which only shows how close these pyramids are on one another. These pyramids are created by the residents of the country. The first plan was to create a large pyramids, but their leaders prohibits them on making it. So instead of large pyramids, they just created a small version that even though it is not as big as normal pyramid, it also serves its purpose, and it also makes people fascinated about it. Number 7. Oldest Homo sapien. We cannot deny the fact that Africa holds a huge chunk of history in our world. That's why it is not shocking to know that our ancestor or old version of human beings came from this place. Just like our example here in this video. Expert has discovered in Morocco the oldest remain of Homo sapiens in the world, which has an approximately age of 300,000 years. This gives experts hope to find another remains of Homo sapiens, which will give us more knowledge about the life of Homo sapiens during their era. Number 6. Ghost snake. If you hear the name ghost snake, I'm sure you would think about ghost. I mean, it is literally the name of the snake. But you are wrong. This is just a type of snake that has been discovered in Madagascar. They give this name to this snake because of its shallow color on its scales. That makes it look like a ghost. Ghost snake is luckily not a venomous snake, so people are not afraid to be near on this snake. This snake is hard to find, so there are only few people who knows about this snake. And lucky for you who watched this video, because you have been part of those few people. Anyway, back to the topic. One of the reasons why it is hard to find is because they only go outside during nighttime. And that also adds up to the reason why it is named as a ghost snake. Number 5. City of Giants. Because Africa is the oldest continent in the world, we should not be surprised to know that most of amazing and shocking discoveries are found in this continent. Just like a possibility that there are giants who live in this continent back in our history. Researchers found in country of Ethiopia a what they called Forgotten City, which is located under the ground, on which residents immediately believe that this is the home of giants, because on their religion, they believe that giants live in our planet back in our history. After searching and investigating this place, experts did not find any remains of giants. Instead, they found some useful things and artifacts which can really be helpful for their research. Number 4. 100,000-year-old equipment. Did you know that experts have found an equipment in cave in the country of Morocco, which are being used in making clothes by our ancestors on early times? Experts have found a stone that our ancestors might have used in making dress in cave called Smuggler's Cave. After investigations, experts said that these equipments are more than 100,000-year-old already, which only shows that even our ancestors are using clothes in protecting themselves on the environment. Experts also discovered some clamshell, which is thought to be a fashion symbol by our ancestors. Number 3. Skull. It is no secret for all of us that life on Earth has begun million years ago. But did you know that there are also human beings during that period of time? Experts have found a skull in Ethiopia. After several studies, they have found that this skull is almost 4 million years old, which only shows that human beings existed million years ago. This skull was found last 2016, which is a great help for our experts in understanding the human history and how does our ancestors live compared to the modern times. Number 2. Ship's Grave. Egypt is one of the most famous places to visit if you wanted to know several great histories of our planet. Just like a discovery of a ship that is buried to the ground. People are somehow amazed to see this kind of event because who would have thought that ships can be found underneath the ground? This ship was discovered in the city of Abydos after experts examined the drawings of their ancestors, which shows that ships are being used by their leaders or whom they called pharaoh, which just proves that their pharaohs has already owned big sizes of ships back in our history. Number 1. Temple's Mystery. Would you believe that there are images inside the Temple of Africa which can be a great evidence for time traveling? Inside the Temple of Hathor, which is an Egyptian goddess, we can see a drawing that looks like a man holding a flashlight. That if we come to think of it, it is impossible to have flashlight during those times. These drawings are still messing up the mind of our experts, that even up to these days, they cannot explain the message behind these drawings that their ancestor might want to say. And that's it for our today's video. Africa is really a huge continent, with full of history and mysteries. This is why many people wanted to go to this place to experience the beauty of our past and be amazed on how does life back in our history affects us up to these days. So for you, which discovery is your favorite? Please comment down below. And that's it for our today's video. Always remember that knowledge is power. Till next time.